Alright guys, so just like with yesterday, I'm going to show you 5 just body weight exercises that you can do to help yourself stay in shape. My suggestion for these exercises, if you're a beginner, start with 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. If you're intermediate, go ahead and bump those reps up to 20 to 30. And advanced, my suggestion would be to up your sets to 4, 5, 6, you can even go 10. So it just depends on where your level is. So that's for you to gauge. So my suggestion is if you're not used to doing at home or bodyweight workouts or working out in general, to just start with the 3 sets of 10. And if that feels easy, then next time do 3 sets of 15, 3 sets of 20 until you feel like it is more difficult and more uncomfortable to do. So you should feel a burn in your lower half to get your best results. So these are going to be pretty basic and simple, but I'm going to show you how you can adjust the tempo to make them more difficult. So your first exercise is going to be a squat. So a lot of people do a squat incorrectly. They start to bend with their knees, which is why their knees travel over their toes. The movement actually needs to come from your hips first with a little hip push back, and then from there you squat down. Okay, so it's not this. See the difference? Watch my knees. See the difference? It's push back. It's this. Okay, if you do that, your knees will always stay in alignment and never go too far over your toes where your heels are coming up. Okay, so your heels should stay down at all times during a squat exercise. So how you can make this more difficult is by tempo. You can do time under tension, which means extremely slow. So as I was saying, it's tempo, time under tension. So you can take like a 5 count down and go nice and slow, and then the same way up, nice and slow. Down, nice and slow. Up, nice and slow. If you want to get your heart rate up a little bit and get in a little bit of cardio work with this, you can do a speed squat. And just pop out those reps as quickly as possible. I would suggest, if you're advanced enough to do the speed squat and to do it properly, then the more reps you can do, the better. Even if you wanted to set a timer for 1 minute for each exercise and just pump out as many as you can in that 1 minute, that would be a great thing to do. The next exercise is going to be a reverse lunge. So I really like to do reverse lunges instead of forward lunges. So as I was saying, I keep getting cut off. As I was saying, I like for my clients to do a reverse lunge because a lot of people end up doing a forward lunge wrong and they end up going too far forward, which is going to put a lot of pressure on your knees over the long term. That can cause knee issues. A lot of clients or people already have knee issues. So a reverse lunge is a lot easier to get your form down on than doing a forward lunge. So all you want to do is take a step back and go down. Now here's the thing, if you want to engage more of your quads and your glutes, take a shorter step back and go down from there. It gives you a greater range of motion than if you were taking a further step back. Okay, so in this range of motion, I'm not going down as far as I can in this range of motion. So that's a little way you can adjust a reverse lunge, and it'll look like this. So again, let me show you that reverse lunge once more. What you want to do is take a step back, make sure your knee is in alignment with your ankle. You don't want this, you want this. So keep your hips pushed back again and then go down. Step forward and switch legs. Okay, again, you can take shorter steps back and get a little bit more range of motion down. Okay, you can also do the time under tension with this. You can take a step back and go down nice and slow and up nice and slow, or you can speed it up. Get in a little bit of cardio work with that. A lunge is going to give you cardio regardless. You're going to get your heart rate up. Your legs carry the most amount of muscle in your body, so that's why I always say, always make sure you train legs, because it's going to burn the most amount of calories because you carry the most amount of muscle down here. So the next exercise is going to be the sumo squat. It's really going to target your inner and your outer thighs. So you're going to take your feet out nice and wide, wider than you normally would in a regular squat, which is going to be about right here, hip width. You're going to take that far beyond hip width, and you're going to take your toes and you're going to turn them out at about a 45-degree angle. From there, you're just going to, again, slightly push those hips back and squat down, okay? And you should feel a stretch right here in your inner thighs. And when you come up, if you squeeze your glutes, it's going to give you that outer thigh and that outer glute work. So again, time under tension, nice and slow down, same weight up, or you can speed it up and make it quick. So a sumo squat, again, is a great way to just hit your inner, your outer thighs, and get those outside. So the next one we're going to focus on is going to be your hamstrings. So you're going to need a wall or a door frame for this. So what you're going to want to do is place your hand on the wall. You're going to lift one leg up and you're going to start to slightly go back, touch your hand to the ground, and come back up. If you can't get your hand to the ground, that's totally fine. You go as far as you can. If that's right here, then just go as far as you can, okay? A more advanced option would be to take the wall out and to just use balance to guide you, okay? Again, you can do time under tension, or if you can go fast on this, if you have the balance, do it. This is, like I said, going to hit the backs of your legs, so it's going to hit your hamstring area. A lot of people have tight hamstrings, so it's important to work that. All right, guys, last exercise. All the women are going to love this one. It's going to be for your glutes, okay? So you're going to lay down in the ground, and all we're going to do is a glute thrust or a hip thrust, whatever you want to call it, bridge, doesn't matter. So you're going to lay down on the ground, okay? Your heels are not supposed to be too far close to you, so you don't want them right here. You just kind of want them to fall naturally where they do. And all you're going to do is press through your heels, lift your hips up towards the ceiling, squeeze your glutes at the top, and come back down, okay? Press up and press down, all right? Again, my suggestion for this one is to use the time under tension and not the speed. So take it nice and slow up, maybe a 3 count up and a 1, 2, 3 count down. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, that is just some simple, no equipment needed body weight workout that you can do while you're at home. Like I said, use those time under tension techniques. You can also use those for the upper body one that I did earlier. All of these workouts are uploaded onto my YouTube channel, so I'm uploading them as I post them and do them, so everyone has access to them. Starting tomorrow and next week, I'm going to try to video full-on body weight workouts for you guys. Remember, do everything at your pace. Everyone's pace is different, so if you can push hard and go with me at my tempo, then do that. If you need to scale back, then scale back. Okay, so I will start doing those next week. You're more than welcome to join along. I will be posting those on my YouTube channel as well if you would like to go back and revisit those and do them again. I hope you guys really like this.